Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mr. Gogler. I will be your instructor this year for 8th grade American History. So if you're looking at your schedule and you don't have Mr. Gogler or you don't have 8th grade American History, congratulations, you are in the wrong class. But if you're in the right class, um, like I said, I'll be your instructor for the year, and I just want to share a little bit about me and go over kind of our first assignment for the year. This is my family. You can actually see us here. My love for history is showing already in front of Independence Hall. This was just this summer, just a couple weeks ago, actually. This is my beautiful wife, Sarah. This is Ethan, my oldest, who's going to be 6 here coming up. This is Claire, who's going to be 4 coming up. And then this is our newest addition. This is Ben, right here, attached to me. And he's going to be coming up on basically 8 months. And then you can see some other pictures of them being rowdy and crazy. And, being that young, they keep me pretty young and pretty busy. But I'm also very fortunate and very lucky. I've actually been teaching for 12 years, all at Norton City Schools, 1 year with 5th grade, and then they moved me up to 8th grade. And I've been teaching American history ever since then. So this will be my 12th year going on, and really excited to be in the same school and teaching the same stuff. I've obviously got to do it quite a few times before. I did graduate from the University of Akron, which isn't that far up the street. Class of 2006, go Zippies. Pretty proud of it. My wife went to Kent State, which is a rival school, so I might make a couple jokes about them throughout the school year. You'll just have to wait and see. My interests, I actually have quite a few of them. I really, honestly, love playing anything that's activity oriented. I can get outside, get moving, love it. But my biggest passion is kind of right now volleyball, basketball. Get me in a pool, swimming, out boating. Those are the things I really love. But I've been playing a lot of volleyball. I really enjoy that. I envision myself on the court looking like this guy. But in all reality, I probably look more like this guy on the volleyball court. But as long as I'm having fun doing it and I'm being active, I like it. In terms of other interests, I like watching sports also. I love watching football, love watching basketball. Didn't play football, way too small. I would have broken half. Probably on first contact back in high school, so I never played, but I love watching it. The Eagles are my favorite team, Philadelphia Eagles. And no, I'm not just a front runner. I've been rooting for them ever since 1998, so it's been a while. In terms of basketball, Cleveland Cavs, I'm a homer. Big fan, even with LeBron leaving. Still love them, still got to root for them. Hopefully, we do something this year, and I can go up and watch a few games and cheer for them. In terms of what we will be learning, this is American history, but it's not all of American history. We just hit the first half in 8th grade, and then in 10th grade, you'll hit the second half of American history. So just to give you an idea of kind of what we're doing, we're going to start off with basically Columbus arriving in the Americas is where we'll kind of starting point and kick off. We'll hit some European exploration, talk about the 13 colonies, and then why we decided to break away from England and kind of start a war called the Revolutionary War and create our own country. We'll talk a little bit about that new country that we created, the United States of America, a little bit about our government, a little bit about some of the documents we created to kickstart us. We will talk about a few of the first presidents, all the way up to Andrew Jackson, our 7th, and we'll look at kind of how they started us off on a certain note and tried to create an environment where our country would thrive. We'll then talk about how the country grew from just the 13 original colonies and then the 13 original states into going from Atlantic Ocean all the way to Pacific Ocean, how that happens, how that occurs. Some of the people that actually went out west went that direction. Then we'll look a little bit about how we changed morally, ethically, socially right before the Civil War. Look at some of the reasons why the Civil War is actually going to happen. And then we'll end the year looking at the Civil War, going through it, and then spoiler alert, kind of giving a heads up to the winner here, we'll end with Reconstruction of the South and kind of rebuilding the South after the war is over. And that's where we'll go. The biggest reason why I always get this question of why should we learn history? Why is it a big deal? Obviously I have a passion for it. I love it. Some of you guys probably do too. But I honestly have this strong feeling that we all need to know history. We all need to know our American history because being a responsible member of our society, you're going to have some civic duties, and you guys are going to down the road play a big part in our future. And when you decide to down the road, hopefully either volunteer, maybe you'll get involved in politics, maybe it'll just be simply voting, but you'll take some type of role in shaping our future. And I feel it's important for all of us to know, some of the stuff we did that you can look back and say, hey, I'm pretty proud of that. Some of the stuff that we can look at and say, I hope we don't do that again. And then take an active part in making sure that, you're being a big part of our future. And like I said, a lot of it, to me, is just interesting. History is honestly, depending on what aspect you're looking at, what unit, we look at such different viewpoints and such different parts of history that it's honestly, I equate it to movies. You have so many different genres of movies, and there's drama, and there's suspense and action, and there's romance, and there's all these different genres. And in history, we kind of hit the same thing. You're going to see, parts of American history where it's going to be maybe more like a drama, and maybe you're not into drama, so maybe you won't love that unit. There's going to be aspects, though, that are going to be more action, more suspense. There's going to be parts that are going to be maybe more comedy even, where you're going to look at them and say, okay, this is more my cup of tea. And that's my goal, that hopefully during this year, you may not love every single aspect of history, and that's okay. But hopefully we hit some units where you say, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. That's pretty neat. That's definitely right up my alley. And that's one of the big goals. I'm going to actually be assigning you guys your first assignment today, which is very similar to what I'm doing right now, just kind of introducing myself, giving you guys background and stuff. And I've actually posted it onto Google Classroom, which you guys are all familiar with. You guys have been using that at Norton for quite a while. You already have a Google account. You already have the login information, and I've actually already assigned it on Google Classroom. So after we join later on today into my Google Classroom, you're going to see assignment 1. You're going to be able to do it. What you're going to actually be doing here when you create assignment 1 is you will be making a slideshow with Google Slides, just like I did, for a recording. All right. At the end of the Google Slides, you're actually going to record a video just like I did using Screen-O-Matic, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. And you're going to need to include the following things into your slides and into your recording to introduce yourselves to myself and the rest of the class. So I want you to include, the most obvious, your name, please, first name and last. Don't leave that out. Don't just give me first name. Give the whole thing, please. It helps me out. Tell me a little bit about your family, just like I did. Do you have brothers? Do you have sisters? Are you an only child? Just a little bit about it. Give me some hobbies, interests, at least 2. You can come up with something you like, something that you're interested in, I hope, and put that in there. Include your favorite subject in school. Remember that I have not graded anything for you yet, so just be aware. No, be honest. Whatever your favorite subject is, I'm kind of interested in. Something you'd love to learn about in American history, or maybe your favorite. Maybe you already have a area of history that you enjoy. Maybe there's something you want to learn in this class that you hope I go over. Include something like that, and then I want you to set a goal for the school year. Something that you want to do. Maybe it's I want to improve my grades. Maybe it's I want to make sure I show up to school more this year than I did last year. Maybe it's just a goal for like a sport or something. I want to try out for this team. It doesn't necessarily have to be tied into my class, but I want a goal for the school year that pertains to school and something that you want to try to obtain. And then let's go over to Screen-O-Matic. I'll kind of show you how this works in Google Classroom. So here you can see I opened up our Google Classroom. You can see assignment 1 is right here. And it just gives you a little bit of the instructions. I also included screencast-o-matic.com, which is where you guys are going to go. Screencast-O-Matic is where you're going to record. I've actually got it up here. When you log in, you can use your Google account to log in. It is free, so it's not going to charge you anything. And then you can start the recorder right here and open it up. And you'll be able to record with the webcam like I'm doing, and also show your screen. That way you can go through the Google Slides and tell us a little bit about yourself. Feel free, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me, or you can reach me through the Google Classroom and ask me. Once you're done with that, you will resubmit it to me on our Google Classroom, and then I will get that back to you guys, grade it, and show it to the be able to show it to the rest of the class. So thank you guys. I look forward to a great year. Hopefully you do too. Once again, any questions, concerns, send them my way. Thanks.